Attention!
Lucas! Rosa! Keep!
Takeover ceremony with the hoist of the national flags.
Attention!
Rosa! Keep!
Present and
Επόμενο! Έρ! Παρουσιαστέ! Έρ!
Nation one anthem.
Order, arms! Επόμενο, arm! Παραπόδα, arm! Attist! Email, Tyrnavos!
The Southeastern Europe Defense Ministerial Coordination Committee and the Political Military Steering Committee. The handing over of the command of the Southeastern Europe Brigade and honor the celebration of the SEEBRIG 16th anniversary. Also, I'm here today to express the full support of our government to what SEEBRIG is trying to accomplish: establishment of peace, contribution to the regional security and stability, and to foster good neighborly relations among the Southeastern Europe countries. We are living in a transitional area. In a sense, every year has its elements of transition. The world is experiencing major changes while the center of gravity is shifting from west to Southeast Asia. New problems and challenges are emerging on the horizon. In our region, which is surrounded by growing instability, political and economic crisis, pose a threat to the social coherence. In this context, two goals take on great importance. Goals that at first glance often appear to be conflicting: the safeguarding of democratic, social and human rights, and the safeguarding of security and stability. In the reality, these goals are complementary. Two different forces are clashing in this region: those of instability and destabilization, and those of stability. Our region has the shape of a triangle. At the top of the triangle is eastern Ukraine, with the base running from Libya in the west to the Middle East. Within this triangle, there exist forces that are not just generating cracks in democratization, but are also undermining the very existence of the state. All forms of statehood are reappearing using modern technologies, means of warfare and image making. Sovereignty of tribes is reviving, as in Libya and the Caliphate in the Middle East. These are regions where human rights are being violated. At the same time, in these regions, there are spaces where there are no statehood structure. And with this void, there are millions of refugees and victims of war. These flows cannot be averted unless the causes are free. Since July 2011, when Greece became the host nation of SEEBRIG headquarters in Larissa, so many have changed in the world and in our neighborhood. Political and economic crisis is raised, new challenges against our common effort. Today is more mandatory than ever to be more efficient and effective, taking advantage of every challenge we are facing and exploiting any resources that member nations would offer. War and civil unrest have caused humanitarian crisis, which forced many refugees to seek a better life. The dramatic and desperate situation of refugees forces them to move across southeastern borders of Europe, challenging our ability to offer humanitarian aid. The Political Military Steering Committee and the military formation like SEEBRIG denotes clearly our common will and determination to form a robust front against extreme nationalism, terrorism and fundamentalism. Also offers guarantees and promotes peace in our neighborhood that in the past has suffered conflicts and political turmoil. The 16th anniversary of SEEBRIG shows with no doubt that when we want, we can find out what unites us, leaving aside what separates us, and overcome any obstacle against our trade, friendship and solidarity. To the new chairman of the Political Military Steering Committee and the Secretariat, and to the new commander of SEEBRIG, I would like to wish my best, and I want to assure them and all the representatives of the neighboring countries that despite the economic obstacles, we will show the same hospitality and even better, and we are determined to enhance national friendship and contemporary political and military cooperation of the region. Thank you.
European region has overcome by significant historical, regional and international security challenges. challenges, but is not yet free of uncertainties. The impact of severe economic crisis on national defense sectors is not experienced just across our region, but along the whole European continent and the transatlantic community. Consequences for everyone. If the security as a concept is indivisible, then this concept should be developed continuously. It is obvious that the defense sector will continue to play its fundamental role in our region and all over the world. Since the multinational Peace Force Southeastern Europe Agreement was signed in 26th of September 1998, the Southeast Initiative has had a role to play in strengthening peace and stability in the region of Southeastern Europe, with a dialogue aimed at building a more secure and prosperous region throughout the close regional cooperation and sharing common values among members, countries and observer nations. The multinational Peace Force Southeastern Europe, also known as the Southeastern Europe Brigade, SEEBRIG, enables the member nations to work more closely together to improve their joint defense capabilities, to assist in joining larger organizations such as NATO, and to play a role within the political dialogue among the SEDM member states during these years. In 2013, Bucharest assumed the chairmanship from Rome, and I use this opportunity to thank Rome for the essential role played during their tenure. Our chairmanship was focused on two fundamental dimensions. On one hand, to continue the work to enhance the effectiveness and the relevance of SEDM as regional player, and on the other hand, to carry on the effort to persuade the international community to acknowledge SEDM as the most relevant and result-oriented political military regional initiative in the Southeastern Europe. Our mandate priorities were: first, to consolidate the international perception on the relevance and effectiveness of SEDM as a valuable format of political military cooperation in Southeast Europe. Secondly, to identify the best solutions for the future of multinational Peace Force Southeastern Europe, SEEBRIG, including the final decision regarding SEEBRIG headquarters location, permanent on a rotational basis. Thirdly, to endorse the new rotational chart for the SEDM Chairmanship and SEEBRIG Command, starting with the year 2000.
Ladies and gentlemen, now the previous chairman of the PMSC SEDM-CC, Mr. Valerio Nicuț, will award Brigadier General Karageorgos with a SEEBRIG Accomplishment Medal and an appreciation letter. Brigadier General Karageorgos is kindly invited to the podium to receive the medal and the appreciation letter. Ladies and gentlemen, now the previous chairman of the PMSC SEDM-CC, Mr. Valerio Nicuț, will award the previous PMSC SEDM-CC Secretariat members with SEEBRIG Accomplishment Medal. And Brigadier General Karageorgos will present the previous PMSC SEDM-CC Secretariat members with appreciation letter. Colonel Jean-Florin Gagnier, Colonel Mercedes Stanciu, Petty Officer Inut Dogaro, and Petty Officer Stefan Ucian Boca are kindly invited to the podium to receive the medals and the appreciation letters. Now, Lieutenant General SEEBRIG Commandership will award Mr. Valeriu Nicut with a SEEBRIG Accomplishment Medal.
Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great honor and privilege for me to have the opportunity to address the distinguished participants gathered here today. First of all, I wish to express my sincere appreciation to both host nations, Greece and SEEBRIG HQ, for organizing this very important ceremony. I would like to take this opportunity to express my great appreciation for the excellent work of the previous chairman of SEDM-CC PMSC, Mr. Nikolaos, and staff of the Secretariat, as well as the previous from SEEBRIG, Brigadier General Hakan Eser. In 2003, we had taken over the chairmanship from Romania and assumed the chairmanship for the period of 2003-2005. Since that time, the SEDM process has maintained its importance and visibility. Today, we are taking over this significant mission from our Romanian colleagues again. I would like to underline that Turkey is very proud of assuming both SEDM-CC PMSC chairmanship and SEEBRIG Commandership between 2015 and 2017. In this context, I wish every success to the new commander of SEEBRIG, Brigadier General Numan Yıldız, in his tour of duty. We are aware that we should continue to work to enhance the effectiveness and the relevance of the SEDM process as a regional player, and we should carry on the effort to persuade the international community to acknowledge SEDM as the most result-oriented political, military, regional initiative. Dear colleagues, over the past decade, SEDM's operational arm SEEBRIG has served as an excellent confidence-building mechanism. It has provided the eligible environment for interaction and cooperation among member nations. As you all know, a member state has made a decision, and we are aware that this decision about denunciation of MPFC agreement will inevitably affect our work. But somehow we should seek a breakthrough on this important issue. It's going to be an important topic in the agenda of the next PMSC meeting, which we will hold in Ankara, Turkey. We believe that nations could find a solution at the completion of the meeting, especially regarding the slots nations should fill. Considering these, all possible ways and means should be explored in order to improve SEEBRIG's operational capabilities, and hence it is utility in NATO, UN, Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe, or EU-led operations. Therefore, Turkish chairmanship supports any initiative which develops the connection between SEDM and those organizations, especially with NATO. Within this scope, as it is mentioned in the agreement on MFFC, we should seek more opportunities to use SEEBRIG in disaster relief and peace support operations. Especially, tangible measures should be taken in order to make SEEBRIG able to use actively and timely for natural disasters which are possible to occur in our region. In such cases, we should speed up decision-making processes. It is evaluated that strengthening the relations between countries is the best way to act together. Dear Mr. Nikolaos, I would like to reiterate that on behalf of the Turkish chairmanship and myself, wish you and your staff who worked very hard during Romanian chairmanship the best of luck and great success in your duties. Dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, completing my remarks, I wish to reiterate my appreciation to Deputy Minister Toskas and previous Consigliere Brigadier General Eser for organizing this ceremony. I would also like to thank all guests for their participation. Thank you so much.
Excellencies, Honorable Ministers, Ambassadors, Generals, ladies and gentlemen, dear guests. First of all, as the commander of Southeastern Europe Brigade, I would like to welcome you to Camp Shina Tyrnavos. For all the SEEBRIG HQ staff, it is a great honor to see you in our headquarters. As you know, 2 years ago, I took over the command of SEEBRIG as the 6th Commander from Brigadier General Zdravko Popovsky from Nation 5. After taking over the command, I decided on some goals to achieve during my 2-year term for SEEBRIG. These were to establish a strong team like a family, to increase the connections of SEEBRIG, especially with the NATO command, to change the exercise policy, to have better relations with SEEBRIG affiliated units, to increase the visibility of SEEBRIG, to provide every opportunities for SEEBRIG HQ personnel to add something more for their experience and training in multinational environment. Also to have better relations with local authorities, media and people. And also I decided on some goals for myself for this 2 years period. These were to use every opportunity to understand the host nation's culture, mentality, to get more information regarding the area, to have good relations with host nation authorities, to study the Greek language as a beginner, to learn and collect the historical information about the surrounding area. During this 2-year period, I can say that we reached most of the goals successfully, providing a very good working conditions, achieving many difficult tasks, organizing social events, weekend tours, study trips with families, keeping the communicating channels always open. I believe we became a real family. We visited all the related NATO commands, including NRDC Greece, NRDC Turkey, NRDC Italy, and of course NATO Land Command HQ in Izmir. With the great support of NATO Land Command, we managed to combine our own exercise 7 Stars 2014 to NATO Land Command's Trident Plans 2014 exercise. We managed to change the exercise policy and, except from brigade level 7 Stars exercises, we started battalion level computer-aided and field exercises. This year, for the first time, we conducted battalion level exercise Blue Angel 2014 in Babadak training area in Constanta with the great help of Nation 6 Army. Using evaluation visits, exercises, SEEBRIG anniversary celebrations and other opportunities, we established very good relations with affiliated units and their brigade level commanders. Right now, I am so happy to see Brigadier General Ilya from Nation 2, Brigadier General Artosky from Nation 5, and Brigadier General Sochi from Nation 6 as participants of this ceremony. I think after all these efforts, SEEBRIG is much more well-known military organization in the region and NATO HQ. I think our small HQ personnel also benefited so much from the opportunities SEEBRIG provided for them. Also, I believe that in the Thessaly region, everyone has an idea about SEEBRIG. Actually, I personally gained many experience and knowledge regarding host nation's culture. At the end of this 2 years period, I witnessed how much similarities my nation and host nation have. I had the chance to establish new friendships. Even I learned very few Greek language. Because I am so much fond of history, I gained lots of information. I had the chance to visit Tyrnavos, Acropolis, Delphi, Vergina. On the other hand, Farsala, Domokos, Sarandaporo, Yanica, Thessaloniki, Balkan Wars museums, and many more. Because of evaluation visits, PMSC, DCHOT, and SEDM ministerial meetings, I had the chance also to visit many important places in Southeast Europe region. The only exception is Sarajevo. Although I had the invitation from Bosnian armed forces, unfortunately I had no time to visit them. So I believe in a very short time, the new commander, Brigadier General Yedi Yıldız, will have the chance to visit Sarajevo and to discuss the cooperation with SEEBRIG and Bosnian armed forces. Of course, I should thank my national authorities to provide me with such opportunities by assigning me as SEEBRIG. While achieving all the tasks given by the member nations, I always supported by a very special personnel. He was always ready to help me whenever I needed. I should thank Mr. PMSC SEDM-CC Chairman, General Valery Nikolaos. Sir, thank you for everything you did to support me and all SEEBRIG family. When I came to Larissa 2 years ago, there was another great man supporting me. He was from host nation side, Hellenic 1st Army Commander, Lieutenant General Christos Manolas. Of course, the following Hellenic 1st Army Commanders, Lieutenant General Tallidis and Lieutenant General Iliopoulos, supported us so much. Without host nations and 1st Army's support, it was impossible to organize many events, including this ceremony. I should also thank all the previous SEEBRIG commanders for their contributions to SEEBRIG. I am so happy to see one of them among us, the 6 commanders of SEEBRIG, Major General Ziber Dushku, among us right now. So I should thank him for his outstanding contributions to SEEBRIG. Unfortunately, during the last 2 years period, we lost 2 of previous SEEBRIG commanders. 1st and 5th commanders of SEEBRIG, Lieutenant General Hilmi Akın Zorlu and Major General Neiko Nenov passed away. We are so sorry to have lost them very untimely. Their contributions to SEEBRIG will always be remembered. One of the other bad news, of course, was the decision of Nation 4, Italy, to withdraw from SEEBRIG. Unfortunately, while trying to acquire the 8th star, we lost one of our existing members. At the end of my speech, I would like to congratulate the new SEEBRIG commander, Brigadier General Numan Yedi Yıldız. I have known him for a long time, and I believe SEEBRIG will achieve much more things under his command. I want to remind you that his surname is Yedi Yıldız. In Turkish means 7 stars. So I hope during his commanding period, SEEBRIG will gain its 7th star back. I wish all the best for him, his staff and his family. Finally, I should thank my personnel and their families for their valuable and hard work and contributions to SEEBRIG. Thank you so much and hope to see you, some of you, in Izmir in near future. Thank you.
Now Brigadier General Hakan Eser will hand over the command of SEEBRIG. We kindly invite Brigadier General Numan Yıldız to move in front of the formation. Now, Brigadier General Karageorgos will give to Brigadier General Newman Yildiz a SEEBRIG badge and a scarf. A SEEBRIG recording plaque and a SEEBRIG plaque.
Brigadier General Numan Yildiz.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear guests, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the host nation and present admiration to my predecessor, Brigadier General Karageorgos, and convey recognition to the integral SEEBRIG headquarters on their achievement. Here in the outskirts of Mount Olympus, having vast fertile fields of beautiful Thessaly region, I feel honored and privileged to take over the responsibilities as the commander of the SEEBRIG. For me, this is more than just a career achievement. This is a momentum which needs prudent approach to thinking about the future. And I am aware that commanding this multinational brigade for the next 2 years, apart from being a challenge, is a great opportunity and honor as well. Besides, I would like to take this opportunity to thank once again my national authorities for their decision and assign me for this honorable mission. SEEBRIG represents today an outstanding outcome of Southeastern Europe strategic security environment. This is exactly what our nation wishes to have, a military structure capable to assure peace and stability within our region and beyond. I strongly believe this is in great part of the result of professional dedication of General SF and his staff, together with the former commanders of the SEEBRIG, and personnel for their unyielding efforts in creating a multinational operational brigade. On behalf of my staff and myself, I promise to continue working in the same direction and spirit, dedicating ourselves to further improve the brigade's operational capabilities and strengthen it as a peace symbol of our region. Furthermore, we will work hard to meet all requirements to get SEEBRIG ready for deployment in conflict prevention and other peace support operations, including peacekeeping, peacemaking, peace building, and humanitarian operations under the mandate of United Nations, European Union, and NATO. Now, I would like to sum up the future goals of SEEBRIG.
successful operation, effective management of SEEBRIG, support for cooperation. In order to achieve these goals, we will continue the process of developing readiness and flexible, rapid, deployable, and sustainable capabilities in order to tackle emerging cases in their early stages and to contribute to preserving peace, security, and stability. Keeping the SEEBRIG motto, one team, one mission, in mind, we will keep working to enhance multinational friendship, contemporary political and military cooperation in the region. Before finishing off, please allow me to express my gratitude to the Greek civilian and military authorities for the excellent infrastructure, cooperation, and support to this multinational military unit. By means of this support, the unity of SEEBRIG is getting stronger and ready to meet its objectives. Excellencies, sir, as the SEEBRIG Command and Headquarters, we will carry the flag further. I would like to thank you again for your valuable attention. Thank
you. Ladies and gentlemen, the official part of the ceremony will finish with the parade of the troops. in front of the national flags for a family picture. After that, all guests are invited for an official dinner dedicated to the 16th anniversary of the activation of the SEEBRIG HQ in Larissa Imperial Hotel Restaurant at 21 Handover. Thank you.